All right, today the booth looks a little different. We got the Nova out. It's sitting outside the booth. We got the trunk lid flipped over so I can block that. And then I got, these are like the trim pieces that go around the drip rails. I was just gonna kind of show, you guys gotta get kind of creative with some of this stuff. Like this, I was able to vice grip. But these weird looking guys, I just took some scrap sheet metal and bent to 90. And I have them hanging just right up inside the lip. These I have just on a couple pieces of wood. And then these little tiny clips that connect them, I just bent a quick piece of sheet metal and they're just hanging on. So I'm gonna mix up some epoxy. We're gonna epoxy this, and that's the last time I have to do any epoxy work. So I'm going to get a couple coats of epoxy on this, and then while that's drying, this is going to get shuffled closer to the fan so I can block this after I'm done with this. But then as I block this, all the dust is just going to go away from these parts. Say hi, Maverick. And just like that, 2 coats of epoxy on and ready. I got the trunk lid blocked. It's under the cover. And then let me chase you guys through all the clutter. And then we got the Nova out here tomorrow. We're gonna pull the Nova outside and give it a really good blow, clean it all up. You guys can kind of get an idea of the stance on it. But we will, what was I going to say? We're going to do the hood and the trunk lid after we paint the car. But this is pretty much how the car is going to be. We're going to get it back up on jack stands. I think we're going to pull the front tires off just because I don't really like the fenders bugging out like that. And today I did the seam sealer. So I did this whole back edge because there was a seam right there. I did this over there along the whole back, and I did the front up these seams and across the whole bottom of that. And see if we can do this. I got the door jamb, I got the front seam sealed, I got the back seam sealed, this, and I did do the seams in there, and I did the whole seam, the back edge of where the quarter meets the rocker. I seam sealed that whole line as well. And I don't know, same thing on the other side. I do have to do the drip rails yet. We are going to, part of the reason I got those parts epoxied is we're going to put this piece on, so when we seam seal, we'll just have one nice continuous bead of seam sealer. But it's coming along, little by little. Game plan is still to paint it on the 1st, unless everything just happens perfectly, and then I might paint it whatever on the 31st, but we'll see. So until next time, guys, take care.